You're now watching exclusively on Patreon. Hello, hello, hello. It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we are back season 3, and we have an After Dark episode today. And I am excited because we just moved all our After Dark episodes to Patreon, so I'm excited for another Patreon episode. So today, Private Talk, we have the pleasure of having Theodora Day. Thank you. Welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Such a pleasure to meet you too. You're so freaking beautiful.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know what I look like in my Instagram pictures, but you know, I feel like I look about the same in person. Some people, it's like the pictures you never really know. You see people from afar. You don't know what's really going on.
No, 10 out of 10. You, if not better in person, like you're just stunning, like flawless.
Appreciate that. So let's talk about you. I want to know how you got into the industry. How did you start making a name for yourself? How are you on the Private Talk couch right now? Tell us all about you.
Honestly, it's a bit surreal that I'm here. I'm from a tiny, tiny town, super seasonal town in Michigan.
Okay.
So in the summer it's kind of happening, in the winter it's like dead. Just for a little background, and I started, like about a year ago. Was like, I want to live like a really interesting life. I want to have more fun and not be so limited to this town because I feel like I want to be more creative. That's kind of where it started. Like, how do I incorporate passion and more creativity into my life?
So in this town, were you like promiscuous in the town? Were you always kind of like in a sexual kind of being? Because porn's just, it's not just like a 9-to-5 job. There's a lot of other things if you can excel in it in a lot of ways, but everyone has their own niche. So how do you kind of feel like you fit in that kind of scenario? Being from a small town, I'm the same way. It's like I always knew that, not that I didn't fit in, but that I stuck out. And kind of those kinds of things. So it wasn't a shock, but it was a shock of things. So were you stripping? Were you kind of like working at a Hooters? Like something where people are like, it's like not that like, oh, okay, well, and not that we all grow up and one day want to be a porn star, right. But you know what I mean? In fact, just for going into the, the sex industry, was that something that your friends and family were like totally shocked by?
So what a fun question. I'm actually, in my personal life, before I like got into porn, I was known as like the prude, or like the girl that like was like super goody, like never really. I even would have boyfriends, like in quarantine I had a boyfriend and we never even had sex.
So no blowjobs, no hand jobs, you're like...
Well, I would give him some blowjobs and stuff, but we never had sex because I was always kind of like, I wanted to, for me, it's like either sex needs to like really be something on a whole new level, like in my intimate life, like it needs to be mind, body, spirit for me, for it to be enjoyable, or it's work. And it's like I get to be this other like character and be free in that side of my life. Like I very like have my life categorized sort of. But how I got into everything, like I went to private school, very goody, I just got my first sex toy like less than 6 months ago, like my first dildo.
So where did the rebellious come from? Like how did this
I wanted more. I just wanted like some zest in my life, and I decided, I was in college for like 5 years, hated it. I was like, ugh, like I didn't hate it, but I just like wanted more spice. And I was like, this is
now by more spice, more sex, more, what does spice mean for you, Theodora Day?
Like fun outfits and the sex and the makeup.
So were you watching porn before? Like just because you say that that you're considered like a prude or of sorts, things like that. But would you consider, like, did you still watch porn? Was it just privately that you were being a freak and nobody knew about it? Or how did you know that these costumes and these things were out there that you wanted this spice? Like, how do you, get into that?
I just have always, I feel like for me, porn's sort of a stepping stone. I didn't really know where to start. I just knew I wanted to be creative and I wanted to be noticed to a certain extent. And
cheers, by the way.
Cheers. And, and I love myself naked. I'm always not wearing clothes. Like growing up, I've always like hated clothes. And so I was like, I feel like when I'm on a porn set, I'm honestly my true self. Because I get to be naked, I get to express myself, I get to like put on a performance, like all eyes on me in that moment when, especially, the sex part of the porno. It's like everyone's quiet, everyone's just, watching me perform, and that's where I feel like it's really fun. Yeah, the whole like And who knows, like it's porn right now, but like who knows in my future, like what I'll do. I love, like I have no bounds of my creativity.
So
I
you
guess.
basically just jumped head first and just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want, but I want something and this feels good. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you're young, you're navigating your life. You feel like, you know, you're a very free spirit. I can tell that about yourself. So it's like finding, you know, things to think about of someone from myself who's been in the industry for the time I have is like, that's great because for me too, I'm those exact same way. It's always to be like, I'm young, dumb, and full of cum. But at some point, it needs to come with some direction as far as, and not immediately, whatever, but what do these things mean and where is it leading up to? Because it's like, do you really want to be in porn? Because nowadays it's like, there's not a lot of stars. There's porn, you know, actresses, there's porn things, and there's not even a lot of companies that, you know, that are that well. It's because of it, OnlyFans and things like that. So do you like the part of being on the set, or do you just like, because you can be on your own set for your OnlyFans, which do you like the better?
Through and through, 100 gazillion, million, trillion% love being on set. I love the script. I love having people around, the light crew, the camera crew, like the whole thing. Like I really.
So you're doing a lot of what is it? What do they call it? It's not gonzo. I didn't do a lot of script things. I did a lot of gonzo. Yeah,
right.
Which I played roles. I don't. What do they call that porn now? I feel so outdated. But what is it called? It's gonzo and
just like mainstream. They call it, I suppose.
Mainstream porn. Okay, what you said is how. I've been out of the loop for a long time. But the thing is I would do like certain roles in those things. But I never had a lot of dialogue. To me, it was just like straight fucking to the point. And
super heavy dialogue for me.
Same pay, less time. It's great job.
Right, I know, right? So, you know, I kind of like it because, like I said, who knows? Okay, so like I love porn. And even if I do venture off on other things in life, like movies, music videos, whatever, I don't sing, but I would love to like break it down in a music video or something. I'll probably always incorporate mainstream porn into my life.
So what are some companies that really made you have this feeling that you love being on set?
So the ones I've been able to work with so far, I've actually only been in the industry for about 3 months. So like 12 weeks, it's been crazy. Such a like, okay, I always say slogans backwards. So like, I think this is the right way to say it. Winwhirl? Did I say that right?
Winwhirl?
Yeah, whirlwind. See,
a whirlwind. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Whirlwind.
Anywho's.
Tomato. It's okay.
Yes, tomato.
So not very many.
Not very many, but Digital Playground for just to give a little shout out to Marvin. He's been great. I've worked with him only twice, but in those 2 times, they've been like so amazing.
Is this a director or a performer?
Director for Digital Playground and Brazzers, and being on that type of set is really exhilarating because there's the fashion crew, there's a makeup crew, and then they stay the whole set. They're not just like, here's your makeup, here's your outfit, peace. Like they're there, they're in it. Like, and I think that's where I find my light is being surrounded by so many people that are passionate. At least I think they are. I mean, I guess I only get to know them for that short day. It's kind of like with sets. Sometimes I run back into people, but it's not guaranteed. So in that moment, I feel like for me in my personal life, what I feel like is happening on set, it feels like everyone's happy and passionate about what they do. And I think that's
How many
really
scenes
cool.
have you done?
So I counted this month, and it's 13 I did this month.
Okay.
And who knows, maybe my agent will give me like 3 more, and I would love that.
Do you have a number, or do you just whatever comes your way?
I'm pretty I love working 4 to 5 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually so last night I could not fall asleep, and I was like doing calculations. I'm like a geek and like do math on my phone, and I started to calculate what my body count would be at the end of the year if I was doing 13 scenes.
But you also have to think about, because in porn people think that there are so many people. There's actually a small pool of people. So it's like, are you counting number of times or number of people? Because then your number actually
in that
changes.
moment I was counting times, but like, you know how I told you my backstory of my life before porn, that seems like so
vanilla.
Many. Yeah, no, like a lot. Like I'm like, wow, I'm really like getting it in.
So you weren't having that much. I get it. So now it's like you're opening. You're becoming this sexual creature.
Very much so.
So do you feel? What have you learned from porn sexually currently,
like
that you didn't have in your personal life?
For instance, like kind of like a sub story, but like still relevant to your question. I was getting my nails done like yesterday, and I'm not like. I can think of like creative sex in the way of like a porno, like for the viewer, right? But like I don't always think of sex in like pleasure. Like I like to think of it in the viewer's seat. more than my own seat. If that makes any sense.
It does.
I was there getting my nails and I'm like, oh man, I would just like really be loving to suck some dick right now on set. Like, I don't know. And that was new for me. And I think that I am just becoming more and more, you know,
sexual,
craving. Yeah. It's
so
kind of cool.
Who unlocked your like freak though? Because it has to be like, was there a guy that got you into porn? Like there has to be, like you're missing a whole stage. Yeah, you're in a little town. Yeah, whatever. Like I've been around the block, honey. So let's get to the point of where
you want the juice?
Who's big dick or who like made you be like, come here, little girl. There's a whole new world over here. Let me put you on my red carpet, my magic carpet, and give you all the dicks that you need. So what has that?
You know, it all started within. I like had this like one little boyfriend thing, and he used to live in New York, so like he was open to all the. He like told me he used to get like, they like paint their bodies. Yes, he was a freak. So then that like I already was in my imagination, and then when I met him,
but you didn't want to outward because you were still in this small town. Like I'm a good girl. People are gonna look bad about me if I want whatever.
Well, I never really cared what they thought. I just didn't even know. Like I couldn't
what that meant.
So I even like before I moved out here. I joined a dating app to like maybe like I've never been on a dating app ever, and I joined it Bumble because I like wanted to meet a girl. I never had sex with a girl before porn, so I was like, oh, like I just have all these like wants and desires deep down that I see
that wasn't
in my
being
mind.
fulfilled.
Yes. I guess I've always had my inner freak. I guess I kind of like suppressed that earlier.
I feel like you say that with like such like it's bad, but it's really not. Like how old are you?
I'm 25.
So that's like such a young age. I started when I was 21, and it's one of those things too. I was glad that I started that age because I feel like at that time that you really knew, not that you know everything because you don't know shit at 21, but as far as like the what people can stray you to believe that things are gonna be. So for me, and my journey was about what I wanted in my sexual being, because I was from a small town too. Anytime I kissed a girl was because we were drunk. They acted like it didn't happen, and then I was like, but wait, but I like it, but nobody wanted to talk about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I'm like, but wait, I know it happened. I'm pretty sure there's a picture, but one of those things. So the same way, I didn't have, I worked alongside a girl when I got into porn because we had similar body types, but it wasn't big girl wasn't really big back then. And then they asked for the first time if I would work with a girl, and I loved it. So it was the same thing, but I feel like sometimes you're like, you're afraid. Like, own it. Own your sexuality. Yes. Own those things. And that's why, it's a good space for you to like know that you maybe didn't know how to do these things in your personal life, but you came to a safe space that you can be like, hey, there's a bunch of like freaks or like sexual interests that I like that like, let me see what I can tap into.
It's cool. And I was even just thinking to myself the other day, because I've never done a collab yet on my OnlyFans. I just kind of wanted to like ease into everything, but I'm feeling kind of ready, and I was gonna like maybe make a little list. I mean, I think everyone's beautiful.
So who's your hit list for your OnlyFans? If you had a choice to be like, let's say 3 girls and 3 guys, and if you could have anybody, doesn't matter if they're current or retired.
Okay. So Lana Rhoades, I just love her. I think she's literally amazing and beautiful.
Okay,
and
1.
Love her story. Okay, yeah, 1. I'm really bad at names, but a Bella Danger. Yes, I think that she seems really genuine. So, and obviously,
but why do you say? Did you see her porn? Like,
how
do
yeah.
you? Or you did?
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm like, what
yeah.
You say the name like I don't know, Bella somebody, but it's like because you know the name or because you saw her.
Both of them take it into the ass multiple times.
So that's your type of porn. Okay, now we're getting on to things.
Well, I'm into anal. I do perform anal, so I wanted to like see because my own anal scenes haven't dropped yet.
Yeah.
So
and those are top girls that do anal.
So I'm like, what the fuck does it look like on camera as a viewer? Because I don't think about
Lana, but I know Abella is.
And Lana's done a really like freaky video that I like and kind of into. She like had rubber ducks up her ass and like popped them out.
Okay.
So that kind of made me fall in love with her.
Have you tried that?
No, but I didn't know if I'd be copying her too much if I did it.
Well, I mean, in your personal life before you let
No, but I totally would.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you put in there to like see if you could pop something out?
Just a butt plug.
Yeah. So tame. You've got homework to do, miss.
Yeah, I need a different object.
Okay, so that's 2. What's the 3rd?
Riley Reid for sure. I've actually reached out to her on Twitter. I was like, I'm just gonna like shoot my shot.
Did she go back? No. Was it left unread?
I think I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure.
Y'all look really kind of similar. I'm sure you get that. Not that y'all looks very similar, but she definitely could be like sisters.
I think it would be a hot ass video, so that's why I reached out to her and I'm like, yo girl, I think that
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if she's shooting anymore.
But honestly though, you too, really. Like you are like totally my type. I love blondes.
Are you just saying that because you're in the chair?
No.
But you've never watched any of my porn.
No, I have not, but I actually haven't watched any Riley Reid's either.
So what is your basis on the female part? Like, what do you just based off general looks or because how they fuck?
You know, what a fun question. So I guess for females, it's weird. I don't necessarily watch how they fuck, but it's like, okay, visually, of course, and then the way they behave and how they hold themselves.
But that's a part of watching people fuck, like
their
how,
personality.
Well, I feel like
well, I'd probably maybe get dangerously obsessed with you and everybody. If I watched the porn, I'd be like hitting you up in your DM. Yo,
you should have done your homework. No, now
what are you doing tonight? Like, can I come out? Like, everyone's gonna be like, yo, Theodora, settle down.
How funny. But no, it's just intriguing because I think that like myself, I didn't watch porn prior to being in the industry, but I was always a sexual person. So, and then when I got into porn, it was difficult to watch porn because I knew everybody. So you feel like you're like spying on your friends fucking, like at a party being like, oh, but not that it's not hot, but it's just like, it didn't get me off. So I feel like I can get off to like, my imagination's very kinky and wild. Like I could just sit here and.
I like to like close my eyes. Like not even close my eyes.
I could sit here and come in myself.
Yeah.
There you go. I just did private. No, it's not that fast.
I still love porn. I don't like spend enough time on it because I would watch more, but it's like lately I've been working and I get so freaking tired. I just pass out.
So what's your porn search history?
It's always girl.
Okay.
I love girls. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I love dick too. Like, I'm totally like bi, whatever. But I love girls, and it's something I've never even had sex with a girl privately still. And I think my next relationship, I would totally want to be with a girl. Yeah. I'm super interested in women. I think that.
But would you be in a monogamous relationship with a girl, or would it be a poly relationship?
Poly, both show.
Yeah, because you can't get over the dick.
No, the dick doesn't have to be present. It could be two girls.
Okay, I like it. Okay, that's true.
Or it can be. I don't know. I guess I'm.
You're
more,
open to it.
Yeah. It's whatever personality.
Okay.
What's inside?
All right. So we said the 3 females. That was your hit list. What about males?
So some dudes. Okay,
let's throw some dicks in there for the fans
because
that's what I'm sure they want you to see.
Are
you a size
I want to do Ricky's Room really bad. So Ricky, I saw that little like peek see of Kylie Rocket and Scarlet Scandal. They did like a little thing with him, and I was like, whoa, that looks so cool. Definitely want to be involved in that. So Ricky for sure. We were supposed to have a scene, and it ended up getting canceled. And they told me through the grapevine that he was bummed.
Hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you hit him up in his DMs and said, "Hey, I want to be a part of Ricky's." What is it, bedroom or Ricky's room? Ricky's room. Then I'm sure he would sign you up for Ricky's room.
You think?
I definitely. Why not? You're a hot girl. You're someone who hasn't been in the industry that long, so you still like. I feel like not that it matters how long you've been in the business,
right?
But I feel like you're very eager to do those things now because it's like it's new, it's fresh. He's someone that it's the first time you'd be fucking him. So I feel like for me, those kind of first time when you with your first performer is kind of like. First date, but fucking.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
you know,
like you get a little nervous a little bit, but then it's like you're fucking anyway, so it's already gonna go down. But you just seal the deal. It's like, great.
Come on. And then okay, so it's number 2.
Okay.
And I think he kind of knows, but Oliver Finn.
Okay, I have no clue.
He's a hussy model. I think I said his last name right.
I don't know any new people. Forgive me of my ignorance of that because I haven't shot in over 5 or 6 years. So. Yes, and tell us about Oliver Finn.
I like him because so my first ever event that I went to, I had never even shot a mainstream video. I just like came to this cameo event that my agency invited me to, but again, never shot anything. Just didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, I don't know what's happening. Showed up. We ended up having a little conversation at the end, and it was just like genuine and nice. And plus, he's handsome, and he takes really good care of his body. He's pretty ripped. And,
okay, so he's somebody that you would like date in your personal life, probably.
No.
Or be attracted to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's fun. Like he seems like a good like friend. Like he like goes on hikes and stuff. I'm like, I like that.
Do you fuck your friends?
Yeah, I fuck my friends. I don't plan
you want to be friends?
Oh yeah. So I was literally like telling my mom, I'm like, do you think she'll like be into me?
So your mom knows about your whole.
Yeah.
You're like you tell her about your scenes afterwards, or she just knows like
she knows if I'm
general?
doing anal, girl, boy, girl.
Okay, tell us more about that. Was that always like that? Because you being from a small town too, sometimes that could be looked upon bad or whatever. Everybody they want to put
100%.
stigmas on us, yada yada. But
sure.
being your mom, how did that conversation start?
I've always been extremely open with my mom. I've always been a little different, even just like through my style as a kid. Like I've always like dressed really eccentric, and like I was always very like out there and very chatty and just naughty kind of. When I got a little older, like I was Flirty, and like I'd like to go to concerts and do, you know, little drugs here and there.
What is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like what kind of? Are we? There's a lot of things. So you like to party, you like to have a fun time.
Yeah.
So she knew these things at that time as well?
Yes. So that's kind of like where openness started. Like even she'd be like, if you're a little too buzzed and you need to ride home.
Nice. Yeah.
She would totally like always,
which is dope.
Be
it gives
there
you
for
a safe
me.
space to do that.
Yes, and I've actually changed my name in my personal life too. So that's kind of like where it started. That was about 5 years ago now, but it's time flies.
Why did you change your name in your personal life?
I never resonated with that name. Even in the mirror, it was like this thing. Like so, I told her that I was a young child, like I was like 7, you know, and never.
Do you feel comfortable saying your name?
No.
Okay.
Not for now. But it's another like so like I go by Theodora, it's another very like princessy name. That's a little hint. Very princessy.
So you changed it legally to Theodora.
I'm about to. No, legally it'll be a different name.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what and then that's why it was your name.
my first, middle, and last name changed legally. Yeah,
right.
so that's kind of where like the boldness started, right? With my mom
Did your
and
parents feel a type of way because it was something that they gave you, and was it a conversation in that ever, or were they really like just like, you know what, it doesn't matter?
She never really cared, you know, and they all call me by that name since it's been so long, and she never really cared. So that's where like my big like bold thing with her started, and she was super accepting of that. And then from there, you know, I kind of like went on this road trip with my good friend across the country during COVID. And like, I kind of opened up, she was the first person I ever opened up to about sex work. Okay. And I was like, yo, girl, you know, we had so many hours in the car, I kind of just ended up venting. And I'm like, I think I want to do OnlyFans. That's kind of how I started it with her. And I was like, maybe webcam, and who knows, maybe fuck on camera and film it and put it on Pornhub. I don't know. So I told her that, and she was super supportive. And then I told my mom, and she was so down. You have no idea. We like brainstormed my name, which wasn't Theodora. It was actually Mia. It was my first porn name. Okay. And we literally had the basement, and we put black sheets in a corner because we didn't want anyone to see where I was. And I covered up all my tattoos.
So mysterious.
So mysterious. And I covered up all my tattoos, and I wore a mask, a bunny mask. And so that was my identity. Like I was very secretive. Okay. Very scared, you know, nervous to like do this thing.
Oh, because you're doing it on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's, I thought that was bad. Now look at me. Okay.
I was like, where does this outfit coming from, and why
yeah, and I would wear it all the time, and that'd be like my thing.
So that was your thing.
Yes. Very kind of like dark. Like I was like kind of like,
okay.
So that's how it started. She was like so down. Because it was just me and her living together at that point. She divorced my stepdad, and we were at that point. We were kind of at this
phase. Is she too very free? Like, do you get some of these traits maybe from your mom, and maybe is that why she's understanding, or?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened with me. I'm just like this off the walls person. But she's a little bit more reserved, but she also is down to have an extraordinary life. So we kind of set out on, that was our venture. We're like, let's do this porn thing. Let's try to have this extraordinary life that's super memorable and never a dull day, and you know. Nice. And so yeah, she's been amazing.
Supportive. It's always you know, important for, you know, like myself. I always go back because me being a performer. It's like people would always like, oh, but what are your parents? I'm like, they're actually like, it's not like they're like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this day my whole life. But it's like they were very accepting of, you know, if that's what I wanted to do, and wanting to know that if that was my decision, and all those things that made it really a lot easier to like integrate into my new like next chapter of life, and like not feeling any type of way other than just doing what I wanted to do and being supported. So it felt really good, like good feeling to have.
Well, your day ones support you, and I mean that's kind of all you need, like to really get your fuel going. I feel like, I mean, people can do it on their own without the family support thing, but it just helps.
Did she give you any kind of advice coming into the business?
Always be myself, and not everyone is what they seem, you know. I think that's my biggest lesson I've learned since I moved to LA. It's nothing even negative. That statement sounded negative, and I don't even judge anyone. Like everyone's, I like LA because everyone's doing what they need to do because they want to do it, and they're chasing a dream usually. That's kind of like what the vibe is here. And I like that, and I support that, but and I don't judge people for doing anything it takes to get to the top, but that's something you need to put in the back of your mind, that some people here are willing to do what it takes to get anything to get to the top, and you got to be a little careful.
Have you
sometimes
seen those scenarios happening since you've been here?
Or
more from the outside looking in?
More from the outside looking in, or just like a broad statement. Like there was no one that like showed me like, oh, that's for sure gonna happen or anything like that. No example or anything like that, even like for famous people or anything. It's just kind of like the truth of life. My mom's like a super realist, and she's like, you know, like love hard. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I love everybody I meet so much, and like I'm super friendly. But just, you know, watch out a little, because sometimes I can love too hard, and then it bites me, and you gotta just
watch out.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Describe something that's exciting in your life right now.
Oh, I don't even know where to start. Everything in my life is so exciting. I'm a gypsy.
Okay.
So backing it up, before I moved out here, I like did anything it took to make this dream a reality. I sold my car. I did like all this crazy shit. So like now being here, my whole life is exciting. Like every day is so cool. I can't even believe it. I'm like pinch me. Like this being on your podcast, my first ever, was so cool. Especially
We're
with
popping
you.
her cherry here, Private Talk After Dark. This is her first ever podcast.
And I've been invited to others, and I said no.
We're very happy that you chose us, because if anything, it should definitely be the favorite big booty queen, Miss Texas. Yes, even though she's, you know, still needs to do homework to see what those real movies are, but you know she's heard my name before.
Oh, who hasn't?
Who's your first celebrity crush?
Okay, I totally know the answer to that. Her name is Sick Brain.
Okay.
And she is like does like screamo music, and I have literally the biggest crush on her in the entire universe.
I didn't know that this is a drama, but I mean a genre. So I'm guessing it's just screaming emo music.
She's done like a collab with Skrillex and Willow Smith, so she's like, you know, cool, and like they like, you know, not just screams, but she does. I am kind of intrigued that she's so wildly different than me. She's like very much more in that emo category, like tatted from head to toe, and I'm like princess, little girly girl, and like I find that to be really cool. I'm like dying to do a photo with her, and I want to do this like.
Hey, you know, all it takes is sometimes just putting it out there in the universe. I'm a big manifester. You know what I mean? The more you go, the more you slide in the DMs. It may take one time. It may take twice. It may take a couple times. It may be talking about it and being like, what? She likes it? You know, you never know. You just never know. Because sometimes, you know, in life, people are, you know, busy, and they don't always get to check their DMs. So, you know, sometimes
I did DM her like quite literally 4 days ago. I did it.
So what is your dating life currently?
Single.
Are you on dating apps here in LA? You said you did one before. How do you meet people in LA to date them?
I'm not super interested in dating. I'm just kind of like into myself. Like this is the first time I've even had any type of like career, so it's really cool to see this all flourish, and I'm really just kind of into that right now. And if I were to date someone, it'd probably be Sick Brain. So I'm just going to hold out for that.
I like it. Sometimes holding out is the best option, because, you know, that's what you really want at the end, if that's what it is.
But we'll see. I'm just kind of joking. But, yeah, my dating life right now is a little bleak. But I'm cool with it, because, like, my sex life is great.
This is true.
Yeah.
So what company do you want to work for that you have not worked for yet? You've only done 13 scenes.
Well, I've done 13 scenes this month. So I've been in for 3. But
you've been in for 3 months. You've done how many videos total in those 3 months?
Okay, I'm terrible at math, but like
you just told me you were a whole math person.
Well, yeah, but on my calculator.
Get it out, girl.
It's in my purse. I'm a math geek with the calculator. Okay.
You better start counting on your fingers and toes, because I know it's gonna count.
I do about 13 scenes a month, so whatever that is.
Okay.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 39 scenes.
And how many guys have been in those 39 scenes? Do you only do like one-on-one scenes? Do you do multiple partners?
I do anything.
So you're down for gangbangs, you're down for DPs.
Yeah, soon.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm kind of figuring out how to like strategize that, TBH. Like, do I just do my DP reveal only on my OnlyFans, and like it's not available anywhere else, and I don't let any companies have that, and like that's mine? Or do I, you know, so that's kind of something I'm dabbling with.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, you know, what we spoke about earlier. It's like finding, like, it's fun and all this stuff, and sex is great. But it's like, now let's use the sex and figure out what what that really means down for monetary reasons, and business reasons, longevity reasons, and like, you know, just having fun and keeping all those things in it. Because it's all those things, you know, if it's don't
and
do
being
something
fruitful, having fun, and being, and you know, making that bag, you know.
For sure. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're helping people one orgasm at a time. So why not give back to Miss Theodora Day? What is your dream scene? I know you're kind of all over the place. You haven't done that many things, but is there something that you could do, if you could do tomorrow and set it up, what would that be?
Well, okay, wait, to back it up, my dream company to work with is for sure Playboy. I mean, like, isn't that everybody's? Playboy, Vixen, Blackened. And then moving forward, wait, what was your question?
What's your dream scene?
Oh, my dream scene. Okay, well, it's kind of something I came up with, actually. So for Halloween, this is my little idea. I want all of us Motley girls, or like a good amount of us. Like so far, I've already told like 5 of the girls, and they seem to be down. That and 3 of us are gonna hopefully do a matching costume, Charlie's Angels situation. Okay. And
you need some more champagne?
I would love some, thank you. And then so my hope, long story short, is that after the, you know, Motley Halloween party, I'm hoping I can get a group of us to do a group orgy in our costumes.
Cute.
And, yeah, but I want to, you know, produce it. Like, maybe I'd have someone there helping me film it, obviously. But, you know, and I'd probably let all the girls post it to their Pornhub. I'm sure that it's something I would do.
I mean, it's definitely something doable. Like I said, it all takes a little structure. It takes a little, you know, getting all that done and making sure people aren't too drunk to make sure that after that party of having fun, maybe do it before, you know.
Maybe before. I mean, I was kind of thinking, like film it at the party and then, like have it, like, I'd make it into a story somehow, and then maybe that's not realistic because you're even a little tipsy. But
I just feel like those things are always it's a great idea, but then it's like making it into where it's like you can actually just enjoy the party because people forget what they're doing, or you do it before so that you're already in your costumes and you do little things before, or you do another thing where you just go fuck all of them and do your own personal video with each individual and you don't need all of them. See, you're welcome.
Holy shit. Yes. Okay, but also my dream scene. Okay. Like, and I'm not just saying this because, okay, honestly, like, I don't even really quite know you yet, so I'm not even just saying this to toot your horn. Okay. It would be like you. You're kind of like, I wasn't joking. You're seriously sort of like my like dream girl. Like, I like have 2 types of girls: the emo-y type, and then like sexy blondes with the fair eyes, the blonde hair.
So you want me to smother you with my big booty? Is what you're trying to say.
I love titties and ass. Like it's like a dream scene would be basically you with your ass.
I think she's starting
and
to have a
tits
crush
in
on
my
you
face.
guys. I think she wants me to sit on her face and make her, you know, suffocate her. Maybe I'll think about it. You know, maybe.
If I'm lucky.
I mean, my butt is very big. I feel like you know, it's very large and in charge. And you're very tiny, so I feel like I would really not like let you be able to breathe. And then it's
I
like
want that.
It's either your pussy or your ass or like, breathing. Which are you gonna die in my ass?
Yes,
that's a liability. I need you to sign a waiver.
I will. Give me the pen.
Sign right here. Sign right here. What's one subscription that you cannot live without?
My Amazon Prime, right? I mean,
are you a Prime member?
Pay for that. Yeah.
Okay. What makes you smile?
My mom and my best friend. We all live together, and they're my life.
How long have you been out here in California?
3 months.
3 months. So all of y'all moved out together?
Yeah, like I said, we're still kind of like, so we have like an address in San Diego, but it's technically my best friends. I don't have my own home yet. We're working on it. I stay a lot at the Manor. Yeah, so hopefully we all get that figured out here shortly. And
does your best friend, is she doing the same type of work, or is she just supportive of your work and
she's very supportive?
Or she just thinks you're crazy and just like, that's just what you're gonna do?
No, she is my everything. Gosh, I don't even know where to start with her.
Platonic, or it's ever been sexual?
Never been sexual. And you know what's funny is like they say like some of your most intimate relationships in your life like are non-sexual. And that's, I definitely have that with her. Like she's probably like her and my mom are the most intimate relationships I have in my life, and I do not fuck either one of them.
Well, I believe that I think that there's different types of soulmates. I feel like there's soulmate bonds and ties with people that aren't always in a romantic setting. I believe definitely. So I feel like it's more like sounds like that kind of relationship where it's like
100%. Yes, she helps with my media. She's very involved. Yeah.
So what is your, you know, you've been in the business 3 months. What is your goal for this just first year? Let's start there.
Definitely, you know, you mentioned earlier, just to loop it back really quick, that, you know, there's not that many like porn stars anymore. And that's definitely, you know, I feel a little like silly saying that because I feel like maybe a lot of people have this similar goal, but whatever, I'm just going to own it right now. I definitely want to go all the way. Like, I want to like break every record. Like, you know, why not? Like, I want to see if I work hard, what could come from that, you know,
sure.
and really putting my heart and soul into everything I do. And what will I see from that? That's what I'm really curious about. So I'm hoping, you know, to go all the way. I want to win awards this year. I don't know if that's even possible in your first year, but that I would freaking freak for an award but I want to earn it, like work really hard.
For sure. I mean, honestly, all those things are obtainable things. I feel like you have, again, back to like very youthful and very happy energy about being in the business. I think that some people sometimes come in for the wrong reasons, and it seems that you're here to have fun, make a name for yourself, and make a business from it. And I think that they definitely can go really far if you just stay, you know, in the game and have that good head on your shoulders. I think it's definitely attainable. Yes,
thank you for saying that. It means a lot.
What is your social media weakness?
You know, I don't know. I don't really have one. I'm not very attached to media. I have my best friend that helps me with media. I've never had my whole life, so it's nothing new.
So you don't go and like stalk your ex-boyfriends and look at their pictures?
No, I don't give a fuck.
None of that?
No, I don't give a fuck. I just like to be in the now, like live. I'm very in the moment type person, so
that's good.
I take my pictures and everything like that. I love the creativity aspect of media. So like I love being full-blown, full-heartedly involved in that and the image that's being produced. But as far as like the posting and the schedule of the posting and
I meant like, is there like a guilty pleasure? Like, do you like memes? Do you you go like rabbit holes and like, you know, you scroll through like hot girls, since you seem to like a lot of female-based things as more. You know, sometimes we scroll and then we're like, damn, that's 30 minutes of my life. I'm not getting back.
I'm trying to think of my last like true scrolling moment.
If you have to think back that far, it's really not that.
Yeah,
that's not even
I don't really. Yeah, no, it's not.
All right, let's go with this.
Like, let's
switch. So, what's the best pickup line someone's ever given you? You're an attractive female. You go out. I'm sure you're young. So, what has somebody said to you that's gotten your attention, and either you just giggled or you went home and fucked them?
Okay. Never done a one night stand yet.
Okay.
You know, never say never. Wow, I don't know. People like need to pick it up in my life. Come on, if anyone's listening, like send me your pickup line right now and like try to win my heart, because right now I think I need a little pickup in that area of my life.
So are you saying that you don't get hit on?
Not really. Yeah, when I'm out in public, I definitely like people seem to be surprised by that, but I do not. Like,
are you just unapproachable and you don't know it because you don't seem that way? But people with me always say like they're like, oh, you have the best resting bitch face. I'm like, I don't mean to. I just am doing what I'm doing at the time. So I'm like, I'm not trying to be unapproachable.
Yeah, I don't know. Like my whole life, it's really kind of been like that. Even like in college and stuff. Like I don't think I was seeking it though. I just like never really cared. I used to study a lot about the universe. Like I spent most of my time like in my room.
Okay, so maybe are you the alpha? Have you gotten some pickup lines to people? Have you thrown some out there and like shot your shot? I know you've gone through the DMs.
Yeah, I did the DM. I shot my shot with her. Right.
So what about in person?
I have one other girl I'm thinking about texting after I leave here.
Thinking about what? Yeah. What is the process? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I do have your number actually, and I saved it. Okay, and I don't do that often.
Oh, I'm lucky. Private talk.
Yes,
do you hear
I
that?
saved it right away. I was like,
what's lucky for you is nobody usually gets my number here on Private Talk, so you're welcome.
Because
today we had a special day, so everyone had to speak to me. So look, things happen for a reason.
And I texted you like right away. Like you gave me your number, and I was like, I'm gonna say good morning.
I mean, at least some people made me know that you were actually going to show up and be on time. So I appreciated the text.
Good. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yes.
You know, time is money.
This is very true. So did you give a pickup line or not?
No.
No? You're
no,
done.
I need help.
Have you ever taken home a souvenir? You haven't had a one night stand, so I feel like that bug needs to leave.
I know, right? Get out of here. No, okay, now I'm feeling a little like boring. No, I'm very like
Doesn't mean you're boring.
I think that like give me like a little more time in LA I think a lot more interesting
more
things
than
will happen to me.
Have you ever taken a pill without knowing what it is?
I do have a pickup line.
What is it?
Oh my God. I'll never forget it. So I was.
You fucking forgot it.
I did until now. I'll never forget it. Until that one moment I forgot it.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm at this party, right? And pretty recently, and it was this girl just met me that night. She's very pretty. She's also in my agency. And she looked at me and like whispered kind of, she goes, out of everyone here, you're the only one I want to fuck. Like you're the one I want to fuck. I was like, so fucking flattered. I was like, what?
Did you fuck her?
No, I want to though.
But why didn't you?
I ended up, because I came there with my boss and like left with him, and like so maybe I stayed a little longer. Could have gotten a little freaky because I don't have my own house here yet. I'm staying at the manor, so it's like
so you
kind of
not,
a rule
can you not
follower
fuck
right now.
people in the manor?
No.
Why do we call it the manor? That sounds ridiculous. What is that? What it's called?
It's the
model
manor.
house. The model house.
Yeah.
Just say the model house.
The
I'm
model
old
house.
school, I guess. But okay, so you can't fuck each other in the model house.
I don't think so.
Like even if you're girls, like I can understand boys. I never lived in a model house.
Not
I don't,
much.
I don't
no.
like rules. So
that's why
I
me either.
don't.
But I'm following them right now.
Well, yeah,
just
we
to get
have
to point A to point
yeah.
B, right? But
I just think that'd be well, maybe I guess I don't know. A lot of bitches in one house fucking each other might be a really horrible problem too.
right.
So,
yeah, it sounds kind of chaotic.
guidelines.
So I don't know. I definitely want to have sex with her. I'm sure she knows exactly.
I feel like maybe you should go the approach of, hey, let's shoot some content.
Yeah.
That always worked back in the day.
Yes. Yeah, I'm amazed I even have a list of people I can text. I'm like, cool.
Where do you get this list?
Well, it's a mental list.
Oh, I was like, is there a list of people giving out these numbers? Have you ever gotten a tattoo you regretted? Do you have any tattoos?
I have 4. I actually love them all. Although there's one on my shoulder, it's a crow, but then I started telling people it's a raven because I'm like, crows eat like dead things. So this is actually a raven, okay? But it's for my biological dad who passed away when I was a baby. So I love the meaning behind it. I like love it and everything like that. But my mom let me get it when I was like 15. So I've had it for a really long time. It's just old.
Did all your friends think you were like a badass because you came in like with a tattoo at 15?
At my private school. Yeah.
Did they want to kick you
out?
out?
At 15. No. Yeah. So I've had 2 of my tattoos at 15, and then 2 of my other ones I've gotten in my adult life. But
do you want more, or are you done with those?
I would love more. I have like 4 I really, really want right now, but I'm holding out.
I suggest you should hold out.
Yeah. I don't really. I mean, what about? I'm about the money right now. And if they don't want tats, okay, I will abide.
I mean, I don't think it's not that they don't want them. I just think that it's like if you really want them, think about them for a couple of years, and your body's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So it's like you have so much time that you're gonna like develop and be who you are, and that's just like I feel like the female body is such a beautiful thing that it's like why put all these things? And I get the meanings
It's distracting
behind things. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like it's more of a man thing for myself.
It is. I agree. I like my little dinky ones, but no bigger than that, and no color tattoos.
So we skipped over this one, but we'll go back. Ever taken a pill without knowing what it was?
No.
So you always knew what you were taking. You weren't just adventurous and been like, well, fuck it, we're all doing it, let's just do it.
I've done some questionable things with like drugs and whatnot, but I always knew what I was taking. The amount in that pill, maybe not.
Okay.
The substance, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is one or any common sexual act that you do not like? Is there anything that you're just like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to try that?
No, I literally hope one day in my home, sort of morbid, but I'm just gonna say it. But I want like a tarp room. Like I want a room where I can just like fluids can go absolutely everywhere and it's not a problem.
Okay,
can clean
a little Dexter thing going on
Kinda,
here.
yeah. So I don't really know if I have like any. No.
How often do you masturbate?
Lately, often. I've been away from my family for like going on 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
So that's
because I've
when
been in LA full time. So I've had a lot of like alone time. Like usually I'm like around.
Are you like a chronic masturbator? Like if you have that much alone time, you're like coming like 7 times before you leave the house?
No, definitely not. I'm too busy. So, but yeah, it's usually really quick too. I'm so busy that I can't even masturbate for long.
So are you more of like a Hitachi girl or an actual toy like dildo?
I love my fingers and my vibrator 100%, and I do love my glass toy that's like beaded and it like starts a little bit bigger and then goes.
But is it going in your ass or your pussy?
Pussy.
Okay. Usually I only take glass in my ass. Only because I just don't, it's not as giving in your pussy. And just not
I just
as
love this
really
toy. I don't know
fun.
what's up with it. I love it.
Hey,
Yeah.
you put it in the freezer, made it cold?
No.
Try it.
Excuse me? What are you going to do?
You learn lots of things here with Dr. Texas, and I'm not a real doctor, but I am the sexual Dr. Texas
She is.
here.
Give me more.
Well, have you ever watched porn with somebody?
Yes. Yep, my ex. Because he started camming with me.
How'd that work out?
Not that hot, because you know what's not hot is a limp dick. That ain't hot.
Was it because of the camera, or was he always limp?
The camera, because we'd be camming. That's where we started.
Okay.
And it's like, and I get it. I'm not like criticizing him at all or like judging him at all. It's just camming.
But his dick
and
wasn't
being,
hard
like,
and could not do anything at all private
Right.
time. So it doesn't do anything that's great at all.
You know, if it's not ping, then bye. So I mean, but with Chatterbait, like they like demand a blowjob on that. That they tip you for that. They want it now, and so I understood, but also
Demanding
kicked him out of
blowjobs.
the picture real quick. I was like, I'm gonna cam alone.
Did you get another camming partner, or you
No.
only do solo stuff now?
solo?
Sometimes
Yeah, for the
I feel
longest
like
time,
it's
I
just
only used my fingers on cam. I had no sex toys, and I was like fucking myself with my fingers.
Do you have like cam daddies that like come and visit you frequently, or like that are like, you know?
But I haven't cammed in like going on 2 months. I miss it.
So
very
they're over
much.
there holding their dicks waiting for you.
They
Like, where
are.
is she at?
I know, and none of my porn's dropped either. They're like, they probably miss
So
me
where
so
can
much.
we find your porn that it's not out?
A few have dropped, but like only 3 maybe. And like one's New Sensations, Evil Angel, or maybe that one has not dropped.
Okay, well, let's
yet,
start with
but-
this. Let's do your social media where we can find where you
Okay.
post those things, because
Well,
that's
I
where we
don't
can do
really.
it.
That's the thing. So like I'm actually taking a whole new approach as far as like my presence online and who I am as a porn star and how I'm making not a false reality, but sort of, especially on IG. I mean, you kind of have to keep your IG, you know, up and running and not
Please
get deleted.
explain.
So, okay, yeah, I'll elaborate. So what I mean by that is I'm not going, I don't plan, okay, say a scene comes out, I'm going to start with Twitter. Say a scene comes out and they, you know, do a cluster of 4 photos or whatever. I will take one of those photos and post it myself instead of retweeting it and either blur out my tits or whatever I need to do to make it a little more goody-goody and then post it to mine, because at the end of the day, I want them to go to their website and watch the
So
video
you're
to give
basically
me a
just
view.
not trying to have like your whole pussy and asshole out for
No.
everybody to see, whatever, which is not a bad thing. But the way that I think maybe how you worded that, I think, is why I questioned what it is. It's because
Right.
it's like also too, it's like what's the good and bad thing about social media is, yeah, there we can be too much or there can be too little of some of the
Agreed.
things that we want. So for you, I would say to take the advice is use the free publicity from people and the tastefulness of what you want to do, but that's also the type of scenes you do, the companies that you want to work for, and all those things like that as well.
Right.
That you know want to respect those things, and then you do, and you want to you promote what you want out of those things. But
said,
you
yes.
take it out with the same thing, is because those companies have been around way longer than you, way longer than I have, way longer than you know a lot of our viewers, and so use their traffic. You know, don't take it down from being like, oh yeah, you can still take the pictures and still whatever, but it's like I think that takes away from, because you're like, well, no, I'm doing it my way and it's better. And I think it's just like
Definitely
it's a
not
collaboration. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's why I said that the wording, not your meaning
Well,
behind, but the
media's
wording.
weird nowadays. Like literally, so now there's this whole like conspiracy theory that like Twitter's even gonna like lock down and like completely ban you if you have any nude photography on there. So that's why. So it's this much broader than just what I'm trying to do. It's like following the rules of media. Like IG is very weird. Like I've had to delete like several photos. I follow.
Well,
I'm
IG, I think obviously, like a lot of these things, we always get targeted because we're sex workers. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
yeah.
haven't even fucked a dick on camera in 6 years, and I still get targeted for certain things. But it's because my ass is too big, my thong is too small, this is that, whatever, and then there's these guidelines, and so I get those things. But what I'm saying is just don't take away from still using their traffic. You don't have to put a fucking picture with the dick in your mouth. You don't have to put whatever, but you can put, here's the website. This is my new scene. You can put it words. You can do whatever that you don't even have to put pictures. You know what I mean? Most of my Instagram stuff is I do my own photo shoots. It's a lifestyle branded. It's you know, because I've done those things because of media and the private talk, you know, podcast. So it gives, there's nothing on there that you're like, that you can see anything, but people still know those things. So you still follow those guidelines of what works for you. But not taking away that you still take dick and you like it. And there's nothing wrong with that. When's the last time you've had sex?
Yesterday I had a really amazing scene, and it was fun because it was 3 girls and then 1 guy, Ryan, and he's so sexy. I love Ryan. But I was the only one that got to fuck him. So the other 2 had to just like watch and like. Nice. You know,
did that turn you on? Did you have it being like a cuckold situation?
Freaking loved every second of it. I loved being the star of the show. I like did a lot of fucking in a chair. Okay. Because he was blindfolded. So he was in the chair, and I had to like fuck him in the chair, which I've never really done. So I was like, you know, doing one position for a while because the director wasn't being like, okay, now change, now this, no. Like it was kind of just like letting me like fuck, and I was like, okay, I've never really fucked in a chair, I don't really know what I'm doing. Then all of a sudden I just started like doing some crazy shit, and all of a sudden I was like, in my head I was like, I'm putting on a full blown show here. I'm like, it just like I went like
that's
all
what it
out.
Is, girl. You're being important. You gotta giddy up. This isn't the amateurs anymore. This
no, it ain't.
I
was like, holy shit. On the director's heart, because this is a show. This is a show that I'm putting on here. But yeah, it was super fun. I feel like I really got into that one.
What is success to you?
A large amount of money in my bank account at all times and not having that amount change even when I'm paying bills.
So financial independence.
100%.
Ever filmed yourself having sex prior to porn?
No.
No, a boyfriend ever try to like get you to be like, come on, let's just do this?
No.
You never sent a naked photo?
No, not really. I did like get a little sexy with it near the end before I did the OnlyFans thing. I was kind of like getting into that and sent one guy a few nudes, but never like a spread pussy or anything, like just like a titty thing.
Do you currently carry condoms with you when you go out just in case something happens?
I don't anymore, but there was a phase I did order my own condoms. Yeah, there was a phase, but apparently they were shitty and the guys didn't like it. But there was like this brand on Instagram and I was like super excited about it.
It was like sponsored ad where
it
was like, you're like, totally I need 100 of them.
I do. I was like, stat. And I ordered a vibrator from them, like was so excited, like all neutral colors.
Was the vibrator good?
No, hated the whole thing. I don't even remember the company name because they were just like, delete out of my life.
We shouldn't say anything about them anymore.
But yeah, I had a phase of that, but no, not anymore.
So what do you do if you're gonna find somebody that you like?
I'll be like, are you STD tested and are you gonna pay me?
And they okay, so are you willing to do extracurricular activities, or are you only doing scenes on camera for OnlyFans and companies?
Right now, only doing scenes on camera for companies. Yeah,
What is something that you are afraid to try?
Okay, I definitely am a bit afraid to try DP just because of the whole like tearing situation. Okay. You know, like I don't have like paid work relief or anything like that, as you know. So,
there's no workman's comp in porn. Get out of here.
Yeah, you didn't know
that. Things haven't changed. Oh my god.
I know, bullshit. Okay. So my asshole rips, I'm out.
But have you heard horror stories? Is this why, or has it? Or have you tried because of anal in yourself and things have happened? Like why?
No,
or are you just the third part, a control freak, and think that may happen, so it's scaring you away?
I think that it could happen, and I'm writing a lot on this. Like I said, I'm still gypsy. I'm still figuring out my life. Like, I don't have so many things I need to be a responsible person like in life. And so I think once I hit that point, I'll feel and have my OnlyFans more established, where I could ride that out as an income. And you know, right now my eggs are kind of all in one basket, and I knew that going into it. It was my plan. So now my plan is to, you know, put an egg in this basket and then that one. And once I have a few more baskets going on, I'll feel more ready to do an extreme scene like that.
I agree with that, and I think that that's definitely an approach that is good to take. I think that, but as far as like the act of and being afraid of something, I think that it all comes with due time. If that's something that you're really horny for and you really want and you're really excited, there's not really many moves that they can really do in DP. So you got to think about that too.
I did not think of that.
So it's like you got to think about it, because for me, I'm a control freak. So I'm like, how are we doing this? And I want to think about everything beforehand, but that's also what psyched me out. And when I did it, I was like, this is not really, I mean, mind you, I did it one time, but it was enjoyable time. It was like the quickest orgasm that I ever had. Because
would you do it again?
I'm not shooting on camera, so no.
Nah.
And it's not something in my personal life. I think two men that I don't like. I don't get off to being fucked by two men in my ever.
Yeah,
I think it's just too much work for me. I'd
It's
rather have
a lot of work.
I'd rather have a girl and a guy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because it's like best
Definitely.
of both worlds. I like to have my cake and eat it too.
Yes.
So yeah, too many dicks. Not okay, you know. It's a lot of
Yes.
things to so I'm just saying. But if that's something that you want to do at the time that you're wanting to do it, it's just think of it, because if that when you're horny enough to do anything is you're not going to tear. You're not going to whatever. Or when you take with precautions, because you know what I mean. It's like if you're clammed up and you hate it and you don't want to do it, you're more likely to tear. If it's something that you already want on the table of things that you're like your list of stuff that you want to do, you'll be fine. The same thing how they say, like, you know, in you know, porn, we prepare for anal scenes. People do enemas. They don't eat for X amount of time. Where some people are like, in my personal life, I never do that and I never have a problem. But it's because we put those things and ideas in our head where sometimes it's like, just enjoy the ride.
Just enjoy that ride.
Just enjoy the ride.
Yes.
All right. I think we have done a great job. We're going to take a little break and then we're going to play Truth with Texas. Are you ready for Truth with Texas?
I'm so ready. I was born ready.
We'll see if she's really ready. All right, Private Talk, we are back, and we are still with this lovely, sexy lady who's been telling us all her juicy things. Miss Theodora Day has been giving us all the juicy details, but it's about to get even more, because it's about Truth with Texas. It's my favorite game here at Private Talk. We play a game, and we've got 4 aces. Each ace is a different type of question. Kinky, naughty, romantic, and spicy. And I know you're all of those things. Ooh. So don't you lie to us, girl. I know you try to say you're boring over there, but I know that there's something over here and you're going to give it to us. It's a game she plays, Private Talk. I hope you're enjoying this episode. I hope that you are enjoying this new platform here on Patreon, because I know I am. We don't get to have any limitations. We get to talk about whatever we want. If she wanted to get naughty and do whatever she wanted to do, I have nothing to say about it. Where before, I might have gotten in trouble, but not anymore.
When we talk about, you know, dick in the ass, you could have gotten in trouble for that.
That or twerking. Someone showed me their ass one time or their tits one time, and it was like, because they can't show that on any of our YouTube stuff, so we had to either censor it or cut it out completely. And so
gosh.
for me, with like the Private Talk, like After Dark episodes was about having my, you know, workers, our sex workers out here that are like, I'm sex friendly, obviously. I've been doing it for a long time. And so I wanted to have a platform that we weren't limited. We weren't like being like censored, where it's like we can do whatever we want. We can do it or we don't have to, but we like to do it.
Yeah, we do. We love to do it.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. You're too young to know what that is from, but
I love that. Are you kidding me? Doing it.
Who is it from?
Well, I don't know anybody or anything, so this is not a shocker that I don't know that answer.
But you know the song.
Like never invite me to do trivia.
Okay. Game night, you're not coming.
I love games, but trivia.
All right. So first card, we're going through all the cards. It was Montel Jordan, by the way. All right. Pick a card. Any card. Ace. Diamonds is a spicy question.
Ooh, spicy.
All right. Most embarrassing thing that's happened to you sexually?
I wasn't the one doing it, but the whole situation was really embarrassing. The person that came to my mind is that guy that was all like freaky deaky from New York, and you know, I was like all excited to like try out the sexual stuff with. Wasn't fucking my boyfriends at the time. Decided to finally fuck him. Was really excited. He was fucking me, and I'm like, wow, this is gonna be kinky. This is gonna be fun because he's all crazy. And it ended up being the most vanilla night of my life. And he kept saying hi, going hi, hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Why? Oh.
Hi. I literally couldn't. I still cringe over it. I can't not. It's like hi. I was like wanting to punch him in the face. I never seen him since then.
You didn't say bye? I would have been like bye. I
literally like
talking back.
I was so shocked.
Was it big at least?
No.
Was it
medium? Okay,
medium or medium? Was it
Shmedium.
small, medium, or the medium to large? So he was a schmedium man telling you hi. I wonder where that came. See,
I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, get out of here. Literally never saw him after that.
So how long did this session last?
Not long, because I was like like dry as F down like a desert up in that bitch. I was like,
So every time you said hi, it was a little more dry.
yeah. It was like
Did you leave there
sandpaper at
thinking-
the end? I was like, you need to leave right now.
Immediately leave. Did he try to hit you up after?
No, it was like a mutual
Mutual
so
thing?
weird.
What I think is funny is like when something bad happens and the other person still keeps trying, you're like, did you not? Were you not there? Were you not in the same experience? Because
yeah,
we
like,
should
where were you?
happen. All right, can you give us an example of your dirty talk?
Okay. Yeah, baby, you grab that dick right now. Whether it's in your pants or out of your pants, I prefer if it's starting in your pants. And I want you to caress that dick lightly and then slowly unzip your pants and whip that dick out for me. I want you to whip it out hard already because I'm ready for it. I want you to play with that tip of your dick while it's still in your pants. And then I want you to take a fucking break from stroking that tip of your dick and pull down those pants till they drop to the floor. Grab your lube, make it so wet, because that's exactly how I like
I
it.
think she's doing a custom video right now. For
You like that so far? How'd I do?
I think it's great. I think that it was almost like an erotic novel. I feel like I was reading. I feel like you like to be in control. You like to demand your man what to do. Now, let's flip it. If there was a female, what would you tell her?
Holy shit, never done this. Okay, I'm gonna wing it. You ready?
Wing that shit, baby. Go!
Here we go. Go. Say we're at the pool and she's wearing a bikini and we went back to the hotel room. So that's my little story. We went back to the hotel room. We're just friends. We've never fucked. And all of a sudden I turned dominatrix on her and I go, sit on that bed. And she goes, what?
Yes, ma'am.
Sit on that bed. I demand you. You know you've been wanting to fuck me. I know you do. So just sit on that goddamn bed. And she does it. I make her sit, wide-legged on the bed. I go, spread, like open your bikini to the side and let me see your pussy right now.
Oh no, she's demanding.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Pussy lips out.
Ow! And rub that clit. Well, first, actually, let me back it up. Suck on your finger. Get it nice and wet. Put that finger on your clit. Rub it like I'm not here. Show me what you do alone. And slowly start. And then I might even throw in a pillow hump. I don't fucking know. Maybe
Pillow hump, please.
Yeah,
explain.
I don't know. Maybe I want her to fucking get into it. Maybe
Oh, you want her to hump the pillow
really,
before she fucks
yes.
you.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
it. Got
yeah.
it. Okay, the tease, the lead up, the
Super
build up.
cheesy. Yeah.
I think the viewers would believe that, but all I see from you is you just wanted to be choked out and fucked really hard.
Me?
That's
Yeah.
all that I'm
What? How'd you
in
know?
your life.
I am quite submissive. I
believe your dirty talk. I think it's really great and cute for your fans, but all I see is she just wants to be just stroked out.
Wow. She could see right through me.
I can see it all.
Shit.
Okay. Have you ever had sex with somebody married?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Yes, I snore at private time. Okay, nice. Have you had sex with the husband and the wife, or just the husband?
I've actually had sex with a lot of husbands. I just realized. Yeah, but no. One I did this husband and wife. Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. It was on cam, and she was pregnant.
Did that turn you on?
Oh yeah. I
How
never fucked
pregnant?
her. Not nearly enough. She just as pregnant.
I think the closest thing that I've ever gotten to anything, it wasn't anything sexual. Well, I did a threesome on a cam. I think it was live cam for, I don't know who. It was me, Eric Everhard, and Tori Black, and she put her breast milk on my ass cheeks while I was fucking Eric Everhard, which was really hot.
Wow, that's
But
like
it
a dream
wasn't
come true.
sexual. Like I wasn't drinking. It wasn't sexual to me, but it looked cool.
Yes.
Artistically, it was wow, that's hot.
Well, that's kind of how it goes when you're performing porn. It's kind of funny. Things seem a little absurd, and then you watch it visually, and you're like, damn, that's pretty fucking hot.
It's like that happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Have you ever stayed in a relationship for sex?
Fuck no.
How many relationships have you been in? I feel like you're it's 0 to 100. You either have had one or you've had multiple. But I feel like you don't put up with a lot of people's shit. You're just
No. I'll give it a whirl, and like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I'll really give it a try. And if there's 3 red flags, that's my rule. I'm I'm out. Bye. Okay. Let me back it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 5 including my quarantine boyfriend. That didn't really count. I really wanted it to work.
But you're only 25. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm judging. I have no one to judge. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
no,
as
but
far
not
as
bad.
like
Yeah,
being,
decent
because like, I
amount.
feel like you.
I used to like having boyfriends.
Used to. So when's the last time you've actually been in a relationship?
About a year.
Oh, because the quarantine boyfriend.
Yes. Well, I did. Yeah. Well, no, I had the quarantine boyfriend.
Was he a fuck buddy or was he a boyfriend?
Boyfriend. I was like
Okay.
ready to put a ring on it.
Oh, girl.
Yeah,
You
and I
need,
was like,
you need a lot of.
He was gonna move to California with me and everything, and he was gonna
I'm
like,
sure
be a
he
singer.
wa- I'm sure
and
he
we were
was.
gonna be the new Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber. Didn't you know?
Oh my goodness gracious! Private talk. She needs a lot of counseling from Dr. Texas.
I need so much help, doctor.
I'm gonna have a hotline and she's gonna be calling me every night. Excuse me.
I have her number now. Watch out.
What's the craziest place you've had sex?
Okay, I fucked in a museum bathroom once.
Did you get caught?
No.
What museum?
Some really stupid one outside
Some really stupid museum.
outside of the Hoover Dam.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, really
Fuck
stupid.
you, museum. She said. Give a fuck. All right. Next card.
Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what this means.
Club. It's
Club.
a kinky question. You know, you're so cute. I can't even got it. She's like, you know what's funny is a lot of people don't know that one.
Club.
The
Right when you
club.
said it, I was like, I know that.
Well, like, but, it's
But I
like,
don't,
but
you know?
everyone like I can know when they don't know. They're like, wait, and then I'm like, I just say it because they don't remember it. Like, yeah, it's just it's one of those ones.
It really is.
Bondage,
Obscure.
yes or no?
Fuck yes.
Quickest orgasm.
Okay, my quickest orgasm, it was kind of a hot minute ago, but I'll never forget it. It was this guy I really, really liked at the time. He was like a hockey player and like all studly and ripped and just, so yeah, we dated and we fucked in
Can
his
we know what
family
team
boat.
he played for?
North Carolina area.
I don't even know what team. I don't even know hockey like that. But
Yeah,
is it
that area.
no? But there's a
But now
team.
he's not in the United States, so
Oh, so he doesn't play for that team anymore.
no.
Okay.
Which I feel like is not a good sign.
So he was bad. He was.
I don't know. He got
wasn't
hurt. Yada yada yada.
he-
But anyways, back to the orgasm thing.
So he had a quick orgasm.
I loved fucking him. He was like my most favorite person I've ever fucked. Still, I've reached out and been like, yo.
Has he reached back out? He said no.
No. Yeah, I'll never forget. One time we were like in the midst of a breakup, and I was like, I'm leaving. Like, bye. Like, I'm packing my shit and never coming back. Like, super dramatic, right? He's like, no, don't leave. You're so pretty.
That's all you got.
That's it. Yeah, punchline over. I was like, fuck you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we fucked in a boat. We fucked in a boat, and I was on top, and he was like biting his lip, and I lose all control when I'm fucking on top, and the person below me is biting their lip, like I just like lose it, or licking their lips.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Because they're so into it,
I
or
just like lick your lips. Like I just like I can't get over it. It's like that's my
do you-
biggest kink.
Do you say those
show.
things while you're getting fucked?
Not on any of my pornos. No, because it's
I'm
kind of.
not talking about that. We're talking about the hockey player. Like.
Oh
what
yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
about
I
when
would
they're
tell him.
doing-
Yeah. Once he did it that one
Yeah, yeah,
time,
yeah.
I was like, whoa, like I
So
need
it's like
that all the time.
you needed it again. It was
I
like
need those lips so soaking wet. Like, thank you.
I feel you. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
right.
I like drool, like be drooling everywhere.
Drawn.
And look at.
Any fetishes?
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, where do I start?
Well, so I don't know if I've done all my fetishes. Like, so like a lot of like things in my head still. I'm definitely like into like I think I would really like someone like with a knife and like lightly caress me with it. Like I think I would be into like something like on the darker side. I don't know if I'd ever film that.
Yeah,
Like that'd be,
I
like,
would have
something-
advised against it. I would do it
Exactly.
in your personal life.
Right. Like that's something. This is like going like that's my biggest.
Okay, I
kink.
get it.
Like if that's
No judgment.
would
I'm just
say.
saying.
Never done
don't-
it.
I think it's illegal
but-
probably on a lot of platforms.
So
You didn't do it, so I'm telling you.
no, I've never done it.
That's
So,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. You do it in your for your
No,
personal.
right.
you
My
put-
personal and porn life.
We're
are a
gonna
bit
start
different.
you a folder in your phone that says "Do not look at
Do
these
not
videos." Yeah, do not post. We're gonna put those ones. We'll get this together. Okay, but so you like the like adrenaline,
I think
teetering.
I think. I never
You
really
can't
done
just
it.
say you think and thought about that whole fucking thing right now. Like, this is the first time you thought about it. You've definitely masturbated to it for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. With a girl who has huge boobs and
I like how you said a girl like that makes it so much better. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
girl. You're like,
because she has tits, it makes her. No, it doesn't matter either way. I think it's great if that's what you want. I'm just saying. I think that it's one of those things that it's you like a little fear in you, you know?
I think so. Or just like full blown YOLO status.
Have
like,
you ever had anything remotely happen like that in any of your lives, porno or personal?
towards the knife thing?
Like something, not the
Adrenaline?
knife, but that feeling of. Because that's where it
so
stems
I've done
from.
bondage, but never any penetration during the bondage, which I think would have like totally been my answer if that would have happened.
Have you ever worked
The
for
bondage
Kink?
thing.
Does that even exist anymore?
I think so, but no.
Okay.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But yeah, so I've been bonded. I will never do bondage though of suspension of the hands or the feet, like being suspended at all, because
Okay.
you can like you really damage your nerves and like it's a whole thing because you go numb and you can't feel it anymore.
Did somebody
you don't know
tell
how
you that,
well-
or did you
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I don't. I would never do any of it, but you just act like it really happened to you one time.
No,
like,
definitely not
But
me.
sometimes people say facts like they really know, but you heard from a friend and they didn't really. You don't really. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
right.
so, it's like people who have
The
been
person who was
But
the-
those things and those bondage things is one thing about kink is that those are professional people who do those things where it doesn't do stuff like that. Now I'm not saying that every person does those things. I never was for. I'm not a person who can lose control of any parts of me.
Really? So bondage is a no.
No, hard no.
You would never let me tie you up. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
I would tie you up, but for you,
Really?
for me to have no, absolutely not.
Because I want to learn how to tie.
Yeah, that's
Come
great.
on.
I'll be there right
I'll be
beside
your
you, but
first.
I'm not letting you tie.
Damn it. She's a hard no, guys.
No, it's I think it's because, and not that I can't be submissive in my personal life and like in those releases, is this, I don't like not having like a release. Like I don't like being tied down to anything that I can't get out of. No, thank you. I
Yes.
think lightly.
No,
I
thank
think
you.
I think one time because I told a partner before, actually I'm having a flashback, that he tied a shirt to make me feel whatever, and it was sexy because it wasn't like that I could still move my hands out of it. So it's like those things.
Yes.
And like, mind you, nothing's ever happened to me where I was tied up somewhere that I'm traumatic about it. But I just think for me, I think it's because sex, I like to participate. I don't like it to be one-sided where it's like one or the other.
You
I
don't
like
be
to
a
be
fish?
I like to be stimulated, but I don't like to be like held down. I want to touch you. I want to feel you. I'm a big like physical person, so I don't like even smells or like whatever.
Ooh,
like I'm
wait.
into all of those
Ooh,
things.
wait, it's gonna make me a little hot and bothered.
All right, next card. I was gonna flip it for you.
Yippee!
All right.
One more down. Here we go. Ooh, I know this one.
Ooh,
Heart.
it's a romantic. Would you consider yourself a romantic?
100%.
What's the most romantic thing you've done for a partner?
Aw. So I not gonna say who or whatever. Keep
have
it
to.
kind of bland, but I went all out and I got a Cartier ring. And so I got that.
Guy or girl?
flowers, a woman.
Okay.
And so I got that, flowers, lingerie for her, like a bra set, like a bunch of panties, a shirt I thought she would like, a Barefoot Dreams blankie, and
So you dropped about a good 10 grand.
I know a little less.
Okay.
For sure. It was more around like 3 or 4
Okay.
because it had no diamonds in the ring or anything. It was the thick one and the
Cartier
gold one.
can start
Yeah,
from
yeah,
either 3
totally.
to 5 or whatever.
It can.
depending, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I spent like under 2 on the ring, and then I got all the other extra things, and I got sugarfina, candy, like this whole spread. I wanted it to be at the beach, but it didn't work out because I'm still commuting from LA to San Diego from time to time. So like the whole my mom was involved in the plan, but the whole like plan didn't work out, so I ended up having to do it at home.
Okay.
So we had food and champagne, and I gave her the ring, and my mom took some Polaroid pictures. And
Was this supposed to be like just a ring? Was it a promise ring? Was it a situation? Because it seems like a lot of planning.
I don't know. What kind of ring is it? I definitely. Very much single, so it's nothing like crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a really
Are
meaningful
you
experience.
Still talking to this person? Are they in your life?
Every second I can.
So this is your best friend.
She figured it out. God damn it.
I like it. You can tell. Yes, but yes.
But yes,
Okay.
110%. She's everything to me. I feel like both my mom and her have given me the gift of pursuing my dreams. So whenever I have a moment that I can give back, I like really, really try to. I'm pretty selfless when it comes to like things like that. I'd rather give.
I see that. Deal breakers for you. What is an absolute deal breaker?
I already know. The moment you said deal breaker.
Oh, what is it?
Small hands.
Small?
For a man.
Oh.
For a man.
Why? Because that
Women are
always
different,
means they
but-
have a small dick?
No, just like small, pudgy hands. It's an
oh,
immediate
pudgy.
no. One time I went to prom with somebody, and they had that
Did they touch
situation.
you and it made you feel weird?
Just visually, yeah.
Are you having a flashback right
Yup,
now?
it was a big no, like never happening. Prom date one.
Do you
and
want to
over.
talk to him right now and tell him, if you ever touch me with your pudgy hands, I'm going to that?
Well, he has a very prestigious job now, so I guess the pudgy hands are fucking working for him. But you know, hey.
I mean, everyone has hands. Who knows if they're pudgy or
Yeah,
not?
I mean,
think
like,
they all
it's
work
just
for
a
us.
skin suit. It's just a skin
Yes, he
suit.
looks at his hands.
It's just a goddamn skin suit. So like, fuck the hands. It's about the soul. Yada yada yada. Right? But like, that is.
No, but it's one of those things that it's like what it turns you on. If that's what
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about.
But
Not
like
just
to
like
elevate
that it's
my
fine.
answer, maybe like fuck the hands altogether. Like a huge deal breaker for me would be a lack of passion.
Okay.
That and creativity.
Okay. Cut or uncut?
Uncut.
Lingerie or naked?
Lingerie.
Foreplay or sex?
Everything.
Hitachi or dildo?
I don't know how Hitachi is. Is that the like thing that's like boom 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 boom?
It's
and
like
it's like
the-
old school looking.
Oh,
Almost
she
looks like a
just
blow
said
dryer sort
fucking
of.
A blow dryer? Oh my god, get off of my show! Who is this bitch? I love this interview until that moment she just said old school and blow dryer in the same sentence with Hitachi attached. Oh my goodness, no ma'am. It is not any of those.
Give me your wisdom. What is it?
I'm blown right now. Who says that? No, a
Me,
Hitachi
Theodora.
is like, a little vibrator thing. It doesn't look like a blow dryer. It's a hand. It's called a massager is what you're trying to talk about. Don't worry, I have an Alexis Texas one that I'll gift you.
Shut
to give you,
up.
and so I can teach you knowledge because obviously, little girl, you need Miss Texas in your life. And,
Oh, multiple reasons. Yeah.
All right.
Holy
Last
moly.
one is the spade. This is a naughty question.
The best for last.
Faked an orgasm.
Oh yeah.
Can we hear what that sounds like?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's like a
Patreon.
visual thing too.
Okay,
you know,
Patreon.
but,
we know you like your visual. You tell us stories.
It's kind of hard because usually I'm like a little stimulated too. So like this is really just.
Do you want
I'm
the
gonna,
champagne bottle? Like, what do you?
I'm just gonna.
Do you need something to stimulate you? I don't know what you want.
You know what? It's a little cold.
Hey, there you go.
Just fucking with
Touch
you.
it. What'd you say? Hump the pillow. There you,
Woo!
look, there's a pillow over there for you.
Okay, here we go. Ready? If you rate me a 3 out of 10, I'll be pissed. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. She's gonna give you that dirty fake orgasm.
Don't stop. Right there. Fuck yeah. That's the spot. Oh my god, I'm gonna come all over your dick.
Theodora Day. I
know,
mean,
a
you
little
were
bit.
you were very visual. You were very. I felt like I was on your OnlyFans or your scene. I watched your scene, so I felt I was there. It's just very. It's funny to me, but I know you guys liked it. I know my cameraman liked it.
You like that? You like what I can do?
Lube or spit?
All of it. All the above. I like it all.
Have you ever paid?
Spit, though.
Have you ever paid for sex?
No. But I never say never. Yeah,
You would.
for sure.
Biggest turn off. What is something that just is completely a big no-no for you?
I don't have a ton of no-nos, but like honestly, like cum in the eyeball. I mean, is that related?
That is a big no-no for me.
That's a big fucking no-no.
It is not fun for anybody. Have you ever hooked up with a friend's sibling?
No, but totally would, I think.
You think?
Yeah, but like it depends. I definitely like would.
Okay.
Yeah, that hockey guy I told you about, his sister. Hey, girl.
You're gonna sit on her face.
Yeah, I want to sit on your
It may
face.
happen. Does he know he
She
has?
used to let me use her Lululemon discount. I owe her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a thing. Maybe you should reach out. If he's not answering, she might.
Right.
Have you ever given or received a golden shower?
Super into piss. Yeah.
Have you drank it?
No.
But
So I guess I'm not super duper.
that
but,
sounded like you were down to take a shot of it, and then I'm not saying that I
really liked
offering.
you. I don't know. I'd have to do a little research. Like, is that bad for you? Like, you know, I'm a very informative person. So
It depends on how healthy the person is.
Okay, good to know. Because I know shit. Eating shit is
Yeah,
bad.
don't do that ever.
But I like poop, but poop in the mouth is no.
No, that's a no for me, fam.
What? No poo poo in your mouth?
Fuck no, that is
Damn.
absurd. No, that is not for me, fam. Never going to be, never will be.
Fine.
I'm a lot of things.
I still
but
like
that.
you. I still like you.
You're like saying like you still after that comment.
Come on.
I like it. I love it. I love your honesty. I love how, spunky, how spontaneous, how crazy you are. It seems about you're very, you want to jump into the industry, full force. You want to, this is who you are. I think that you should keep that. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Be exactly who you are and what you want to do in this business. Go and do it. Nothing is, unobtainable. If you want to go break those records, break those fucking records. You can do whatever you want to do. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and you have a good head on your shoulders. So make sure you keep the right circle around you, and I think you'll have lots of success.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you would love to ask Miss Texas before we leave?
You pre-warned me of this question, right?
Yeah,
so I've been kind of pondering it. This is what I came up with. My question for you is, do you love yourself?
I absolutely 100% love myself.
I'm so happy.
I think I have a sign on the door that says "Love yourself first." If you can't,
I did not see that.
Right before when you walk out, when you walk in, it says "Love yourself first." If you can't love yourself first, you can't love other people.
You can't.
And I definitely am a big advocate for that. I've done a lot of personal work. I've done a lot of me time. I've done a lot of those things, and I'm very happy of who I am and the life that I've created for myself, and the opportunities for talk to people like yourself and continue doing my show. So
your energy right now is making me hype. Oh my gosh. I just loved hearing your answers.
Thank you so much. Let me know your social media so we can support you and follow you.
I would love that, guys. So my Instagram is Theodora Day, all straight up. Twitter is Theodora Day, but Day has 3 Y's, so don't forget that. I am now on TikTok, and I've been having fun with that, and that's just straight up Theodora. Linktree is available on Instagram, OnlyFans, Theodora Day. All one word.
Thank you so much again for taking your time to coming on Private Talk. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Patreon, for having another awesome episode, because I think this one was lit. Yes. So until we meet again.
Until.